To those who do not know me, my name is Innocent Appleton. This was long overdue. We were supposed to have addressed you guys a long time ago, even before we even attempted what we did. So we are the ones who have invited you to the other group with reasons that I will mention as we go forth. We have come to realize that the structure, or rather the admins from the other group, are not giving us freedom to express ourselves, which is against our democratic constitution. We have come to realize that the Youth Forum is long overdue and the problems continue to happen. So we as youth of 100, or some of us rather, decided to take initiative. Now let us make one thing clear here. We are not trying to take over any structure, or nor are we trying to perhaps discredit another structure. By another structure I mean the interim structure. So the interim structure was given two mandates. Its job was to relaunch the Youth Forum and to coordinate programs, which the second mandate is very illogical, because you cannot coordinate any program without mandate. So we just took into head that what they meant was that they will relaunch first and then focus on programs, but they did the opposite. We started to hear echoes of programs that are happening in the neighborhood, programs that they are planning to go forth with, which it did not make sense to us. It did not make sense to us because we are an illegal structure as far as we're concerned. We are not recognized by the upper structures. Ours was to relaunch first. They have failed to relaunch. Now their failure has come to hurt us the most. What they have turned the group into is a group where they will just advertise jobs, which is not the job or the only job of the Youth Forum. As youth, we need to start thinking entrepreneurially. We need to focus in advancing ourselves, and not only in surviving. We need to make sure that tomorrow looks way better than it looks today. We are tired of complaining about jobs. We have been complaining about jobs, we have been picketing, we have been going to all this. Like since 1976, this has been happening. No results. How is it that we are going to keep on applying the same strategies that never worked before? How is it going to be different suddenly? So we need to start thinking seeing ourselves as job creators than job hunters, because this idea of job hunters is what makes us tribalistic. We are now starting to point people out that they are not from Africa, they are not from South Africa, and all those kind of things. That nonsense needs to stop. The Youth Forum has nothing to do with your nationality. The Youth Forum is the Youth Forum of 100. Make that clear. That must be in your head, that it does not matter who you are. If you came to South Africa legally and you've got your documents and you reside in 100, the Youth Forum is yours. These people that we call foreigners are Africans, right? Now let's get it clear that these people do not own jobs. The problem is with their companies and all that. It is not ours. We should not always be beggars. Let us try to take ourselves serious. What we are looking for here is a progressive Youth Forum. You know, some of you might think that we are just some power-mongering faction that just wants to take over. We don't even want those positions. We're not even keen on those positions. Let it be clear that we will support whoever wants to work. We are here to work, but the one thing that we will not do is allow people to use the Youth Forum to their benefit, using our name as the youth to eat when we are all hungry here. So the Youth Forum needs to be redefined. That's what the group is all about. We need to redefine the Youth Forum. We need to understand what the Youth Forum is all about. And we have realized that youth cannot deal with power. We have realized that once power is on their hands, they just become starstruck or something, and we don't understand what is this, but they just start fighting by themselves, amongst themselves. Fellow brothers, fighting amongst themselves. We are not having order at all within the Youth Forum. They do not know what the way forward is. June 16 is approaching, quickly so. That's a significant month where you can make a mark as youth if you want to be heard out there, or if you need assistance and all that. How is that going to happen when there is no action? There is literally no action. We are not progressive, we are stagnant. We need to fix that. Now we are saying that we do not come with solutions. Yes, we may have suggestions. We do not come with solutions, but we are saying that we had to move out of that group and sit in a group or have a platform of our own that is going to explain, or that is going to allow us to talk. We need to have that conversation before we can have do anything. This group is supposed to allow us to talk our way forward. So we have got a few suggestions. Obviously, we wouldn't just go on and perform quote unquote, as some other people would like to call it, a coup. Very funny. But we wouldn't just perform that, right? We wouldn't just go on to do that. Ours was to say that, you know what, let's sit, let's all talk. What do we all want? What is it that the youth wants? The mandate of this structure must come from the youth, not individuals. This is an apolitical structure. There is no politician or political player that should come here and have those tendencies of politics. We are trying to include everyone. The only requirement for you to join this structure is youth. You must be youth, nothing more than that. So, as the interim structure was directed to do, they have failed us. We came, we offered help where we could. They have failed us. We are trying by all means to communicate. No one is talking. We keep on getting ignored, as all of you have seen. They even go on to fight in front of us, within their groups, within the same groups that we're in. They don't respect us. They don't even have that single respect for us. They would go on and fight and squabble in front of us, which does not make sense to us. We chose these people to be our leaders. They can't even lead themselves. They can't even have peace. We are not trying to push these people out of their positions. We want them to do their job. We have requested and requested. They have not responded. And time is going. We do not have time. Before you know it, you are no longer youth. What structure are you going to use to advance yourself? While we still have energy, this is our opportunity. This is our opportunity to act out when we still have energy, when you are still youthful, when you still have the power. Once we get past 35 and all that, it's over. It's over. You're not going to be able to do anything. We need to be entrepreneurial. We need to stop hunting for jobs, because I see that this whole fight and squabbles is all about job opportunities. Some of you came into this group or the previous group because you were promised jobs when you were recruited. You were never explained as to what the Youth Forum is. What do you want the Youth Forum to do for you? What are you here for? Okay, if you're here for a job, what are you going to do after you get a job? Let it be known that jobs are not safe. Let it be known that you can never guarantee how long you can keep your job for. It can be the economy that decides to turn on you, as you can all see what Russia and Ukraine are doing, but that's the story of another day. But look, we have learned better from COVID. COVID has shown us that a job is not guaranteed, and no wealth can ever come from a job. Really, how long are you going to do? So let's say you get that job, and that job finishes. What are you going to do? Come back again and ask for another job? Is that going to be your routine? We need to snap out of it. We really have to snap out of it. And our only way out is the Youth Forum. Let's start having these conversations. Let's start talking to each other. Another thing that has come to our attention is that we as youth, we fail to, or we don't know how to handle power. Well, our leaders can't handle power. We have got a problem in Africa as a whole when it comes to the ethics of leadership. So what we have come to realize is that as long as this structure gives out power unequally to positions, we're always going to have this problem. We're always going to have a problem where a chairman and a secretary are fighting. We're always going to have all these squabbles. So as a proposal and as a way forward, may we turn this whole thing into a portfolio. We have put different portfolios that are going to deal with different matters that youth are coming across. These portfolios are going to be decided by us. We are going to put down contributions. Now, we don't have to always meet. We have got virtual meetings. We have got the group. We can throw out our ideas and our suggestions, you know, from within the group. Whatever it is that you feel we are doing or they are doing wrong, it must be changed. We need to change the way we think. We need to come out victorious at the end of it all. But first, to be victorious in war, you need to know who your enemy is. Our enemy is one and one only: poverty. With all that said, we are going to war. And we need to be ready for war. We need weapons to fight when we go to war. We are going to fight the enemy, specifically poverty. Now, the one main tool that you can use, or the one main weapon that you can use, would be entrepreneurship, businesses. We need to open businesses, and we need to ensure that these businesses work. How are we going to ensure that? We are going to find a way. We will stumble, but we will stumble together. We will wake up, we will dust ourselves up, we will continue to fight. This poverty has been terrorizing us for longer than we can even remember. Our parents are coming from poverty. Let's be clear with each other that as Africans we have won the political struggle. Now we have got only one struggle that we are fighting, economic struggle. And we're not going to win it using politics. That is impossible. Now, let us go to war. Let us open these businesses. Besides opening all this, let's sit down. Let's have meaningful talks. Let's have forums. Let's have meetings that are addressing issues. Let's not just go around dropping CVs, go around promising people jobs and all this. This is not going to work. Let us sit down. Let us talk. Let us find solutions. Together, we can.